let's start with the cotton balls. It's not my fault. I don't know what it is. I can't even get to the squeakiness, the brittleness. They really freak me out. I've learned recently, actually, that, and this is not a joke, this is a true story, there's actually a cotton phobia is a thing. There's websites out there for people who can't touch cotton and stuff. But here's the thing about that prank that Sudi played. You know, they put it there that night. They put cotton everywhere they could. For weeks, I was running into cotton. For weeks. That ruined my month of tips because I couldn't serve people. I kept running in the back, wiping off my hands. Manya, you lying bitch. Here's the real story about what happened that night. First of all, Dwayne and I, he had not met her yet. He had no idea who she was. I walk into the Sunshine Company. She's sitting down there, barreling Jaegers down her throat. I sit down, and I'll admit, she's a good-looking girl. I was like, I'll sit next to her. We sort of knew each other a little bit from the first round draft. And yeah, so I started drinking with her, but like keeping up with her. Oh my God, she just get pouring Jaeger down her throat, pouring Jaeger down. Let's go for a ride on the beach. All right. And then what ended up happening, she ended up passed out at my house, vomiting all over my house. I tucked you on the couch. I put a blanket over your head. I didn't touch you. I didn't go near you or your skanky ass. Dwayne, I'm sorry, dude. There was a comment by somebody about my using the word ass booger. Sandy likes to make fun of the way I talk with my hands. You're going to get a lot of this tonight. Who was that? About the ass booger, yeah. What you don't know is that what the word was supposed to be was twat booger. But I knew that Roland, my editor, would never let that go through, so I dumbed it down to ass booger. Genius. Brilliant. Ted's bullshit about the basketball, all right. First of all, I am a team player. The only reason I had to shoot every time I got the ball was because he would never pass me the goddamn ball, and I'd have to go running around to find the goddamn ball before I get a shot.
Did you hit the shot?
Shooting was not my forte, let's just put it that way. I was a rebounder. I really was. No, it's true. I didn't jump high, but I could box people out and get them out of the way, you know. All right. It's true about the snoring, by the way, also true. And I talk in my sleep, and it's really bad. I mean, I talk in my sleep so much, I will wake myself up in a conversation. I will be having the conversation in my sleep, and then I'll be awake and finish the sentence, and then be like, who the fuck am I talking to? My brother-in-law says, the party for Ed never stops, even when he's sleeping. I'm so glad you guys came out today. I really am. I'm also very glad to be doing this at Winston's Beach Dungeon. Winston's, where sunlight goes to die. It wouldn't be so bad here if the carpet didn't smell like vomit and dead hippies. Sandy Fimbres is here, ladies and gentlemen. Hi, Sandy. Are you ready? It's going to be a little rough and tumble. As you all know, Sandy has diabetes. Sandy works here at Winston's, as everyone knows. She is the worst bartender I know.
Why, because I wipe the bar down?
I came in here to see a show last Saturday. By the time I got a drink, the band was packing up, and Ted Washington was dragging people out by the hair.
And you walked out.
Sandy likes to give me a hard time about being old, but she ain't no spring chicken either. Oh, it's going to get worse. Sandy Fimbres is so old and dried out, she's got desert nomads wandering around her vagina. I feel bad. You want to talk?
Who else gets
If you're gonna talk
at
shit.
60?
Hold on. No, hold on. I want to finish the second half of this joke. And I want to finish it cleanly because I don't want to mess it up. All right, so where we last left off, Sandy had a dry vagina.
Yes, indeed.
So getting back to that. Where's her husband? Where you at, Andy? Her husband's name is Andy. Where are you at, Andy? He had to go to work. Well, I feel bad for her husband, Andy. Every time they have sex, he has to do a rain dance to get her wet. Right? Hoo-yah! Well, at least she's happily married. Too bad Andy isn't. And then we got Reed Stewart. What a fucking pretty boy. Reed is the Rob Lowe of San Diego, just so y'all know. The guy's so gorgeous when he looks at himself in the mirror gets a boner. And the mirror is straight. He's also not very bright. We hired him to do the plumbing in a bathroom. He caulked my toilet seat shut. I said, Reed, why'd you caulk my toilet seat shut? He said, because I ran out of grout. This is unbelievable. It really is. I love you guys, man. At least it wasn't cotton. My mom flew in here from the... I didn't expect anyone to introduce her or anything, so this is going to kind of make my jokes a little off. But my mom flew in here from New York to be here for this. Give it up for my mother, Soella Decker. I was totally taken by surprise when she did her bit. In fact, all the walk-ups, I had no idea that we were going to do that. I wish that could be reversed. Perhaps we can erase that from the camera. Yep, okay, good. So, Mom, before I say anything, I want you to know I love you very much. You and Dad both. Undying, eternal, family. We're, right? You ready? Because this is a nasty one, but I...
gave me a lecture over and over again that I should watch out for you guys and what you might say and how you would say it and everything like that, and you guys were wonderful.
This is the guy you gotta watch out for right here.
Do it!
Be an asshole,
Forsake your mother!
I don't want to say my mother slept around a lot, but I'm not sure the man who raised me is my father. One day, I finally got the courage to ask who my real dad was, and she said, "Son, if I had a dime for every man I thought might be your father, I could have paid for your abortion." Yes! It will be necessary, especially when I'm done with your set. Give it up for my wife, Willow. You're all right, man. She is hot, and I'm lucky to have her. It's true. Thanks for, and by the way, Willa put this all together. Thanks for putting the show together, babe. And by thanks, I mean I want a divorce. I mean, seriously, who doesn't want to spend his birthday being humiliated by this 1980 class reunion of Don Rickles' asshole? Actually, that was supposed to be, I messed that up. It was supposed to be by the 1980 class reunion of Don Rickles' anal warts. It makes a little bit better sense. You can't have a reunion of one asshole. My wife is such a nag. She blames me for everything that goes wrong around the house. When the economy collapsed in 2008, she said, "What the hell did you do now, Ed?" I don't have an iPad, sorry.
No blowjobs tonight. I'm just saying.
That's because Allison Gill is in here. My in-laws in the house. Russ, Beverly, thanks for coming. Love you guys. My in-laws didn't like me very much at first. When I asked for Willa's hand in marriage, her dad, Russ, said, "Do you have to take the whole hand? How about just a thumb?" He didn't like me, is what I'm saying.
But he does now, right?
No. And even less now. I want to thank Ted Washington for coming out. Hey, Ted, the Black Panthers called. They want their grenades back. Ted is very famous for writing dark, morose poetry. But there's also a lighter side to his work. Take, for instance, this piece from his third book, Sunshine and Lollipops. The poem is called Conversation with a Pretty Lady. And it goes like this. Death. By blinding fire of death, kill, die. Misery is death because it murders joy. My joy is a corpse that rots in a field of dead daisies. Will you go to dinner with me now? Oh, hold on. Excuse me, sorry, I apologize. Hold on, let me get this here, hold on. Okay, gotcha. Okay, great. Oh yeah, Ted, that was a suicide hotline. Your subscription is about to expire. You have to really know Ted well to get that one. It's kind of an insider joke. Will you do it already, by the way? Oh, God. Troy Johnson's nose is so big. Troy Johnson's nose is so big. Every time he sneezes, a Coke dealer plops out. Troy has a show on the Food Network. It sucks. Whenever he takes a bite of food, he starts moaning like Allison Gill is working him over with a strap-on hot dog. Oh yeah, baby, more mustard, more mustard. Troy, I love you, dude, but you'll never be the man your mother is. Of course, Adam Gimbel jumped at the chance to be here. He's so desperate to get on stage, he's got an underground tunnels all through the venues around the city. Adam is famous for being a shameless promoter, as we all know now. Every time he takes a dump, I get a press release. Adam is a singer, but he's got a terrible voice. When God was passing out vocals, Adam thought he said yokel and asked for an ignorant one. So you all know Allison Gill was supposed to be here, but apparently she's sick. What a bummer. Now who's going to suck all our dicks at the after party? Actually, we're filming this now, so Allison, if you're watching, I want you to know I still think you're hot. Every time I see you, my fist gets a boner. Allison used to be in the military. When the recruiter asked why she wanted to enlist, she said, "For all the dick, duh." Allison claims to be a member of Mensa, but I'm skeptical. To test her intelligence, I gave her a math puzzle. There are 6 points in a rectangle with sides 3 and 4. Prove that the distance between 2 of these points is smaller than the square root of 5. Without blinking an eye, Allison said, "What's math?" Allison, I said, "If a train is going 70 miles per hour, she stopped me right there. Will there be a lot of dick on this train?" You watching, Allison? Hi, you blew me off. Fuck you. How many Jose Sinatras does it take to screw in a light bulb? 2. One to twist the bulb and the other to lick his own balls while he's doing it. I know. Comedy is always funny when it's true. Knock, knock. I'm glad. I like that. It's good. Let's do it again. Knock, knock. Call the police. Let's try it again. Try it again. Call the police. Call the police. Jose Sinatra has another little boy in his van. Hey, don't get mad at me. He's the molester.
Why are you watching?
What? Fuck that Derek Duplessis kid. I hate that fucking kid. 11 years old. My ass. You get on stage, you're open. Kick that kid in the balls. He's on lithium. All right, so I want to leave you all with a series of chicken jokes. Everybody here knows why the chicken crossed the road, right? To get to the other side, right? We all know that.
What about that rap band? That fucking Japanese chicken rap?
Yeah, what about that rap band, man? What about that guy say? Yeah, what about that rap band?
All right, see what you've done now? I got to start from the beginning. Let's see here. So everybody knows why the chicken crossed the road to get to the other side, but does anybody know why Santa... Oh, God damn it.
Oh, here we go.
Did you actually make those in the basket?
Yep. Once again, Ted's stealing the rock from me. Everybody here knows why the chicken crossed the road, right, to get to the other side, but does anybody know why Sandy Fimbres crossed the road? Because somebody was waiting for a drink on her side of the road.
You will always wait.
What else is new? Why did Ted Washington cross the road? To kill Whitey. What? What? In the face. Actually, Whitey's his manager, and he was pissed off at him at the time. Why did Allison Gill cross the road? She already sucked off the cocks on her side of the road. Why did Reed Stewart cross the road? To get to the full-length mirror. And Jesse? To get to Reed's gravelly anus. But then who wouldn't, you know? Why did Adam Gibble cross the road? Because the telephone pole on the other side didn't have a flyer on it yet. And why did Troy Johnson, our friend Troy, cross the road? He saw a sign that said rhinoplasty, 50% off. He's got a big nose. And last but not least, why did Jose Sinatra cross the road? To get to the NAMBLA meeting, of course. All right, guys. Sorry, Jose. I honestly am so touched and moved that you all came out for this. I cannot tell you how much fun I had. I want to thank Winston's for having me. Jesse for hosting and being an unbelievably awesome MC. My lovely bride for putting it all together. My family and tight friends. And of course my pals came out here to humiliate me in public. Love is being able to rip each other up and still like each other afterwards. I love you guys, except for you, Adam. Fuck you. You're a dick.